everyone. Hello, and welcome to Lunch Therapy. I am the Bat. I have not been here in a couple of months or something like that, so I just wanted to pop in. I said to Joel and I were having a discussion because we had modern biology on the show last week. We had the music that is playing right now, the beautiful mushroom music. For those of you that don't know, the music is produced by mushrooms. He puts little electrodes, this modern biology guy puts little electrodes on the mushrooms and then puts it through a synthesizer, and there's beautiful music. This is not surprising to me, though, because, as you know, bats have incredible hearing. And I have been listening to the chatters and the singing and the rapping and the things that mushrooms do for decades now. Ever since I was a little tiny Fledermaus, I would listen to the mushrooms. And what I wanted to say today is I want to say, hey Joel, you should have a show where you just talk about mushrooms the whole time. And I'm not talking just about psychedelic mushrooms. Everybody thinks about psychedelic mushrooms when they talk about mushrooms. And no, there's other medicinal purposes for mushrooms. I know some of them can kill you. So don't just go around just arbitrarily just eating mushrooms, because you'll end up sleeping with the mushrooms. Below the mushrooms, probably. So don't do that. But, some people are even saying that mushrooms can produce antiviral or medicines that can cure you. And not only that, but there's a little miniature doctor where you can give it some of the stuff, I don't know, the disease that you have, and then it can produce something to help you overcome the disease. So these are things that I want to know. I've heard there are TED Talks. There are just different things that we can do. So that is my challenge to Joel and to Blas Lorenzo. I just want to say, Blas Lorenzo, you have been doing a great job. He's been coming in now, helping and working on the show and producing and doing all the things. And it's just getting better and better. And so I hope to have, some sketches written for me in the future. But for now, I just want to say happy birthday to Howard Ronan. He's just flying the friendly skies, but also doing so much comedy and so much hilarious things out there. I want to say, you go there, Howard, and have a happy birthday. Yeah, it was yesterday. I hope you had it. I hope it was good. And ladies and gentlemen, jellymen, ladies and jellymen, welcome to Lunch Therapy. Here we are. It is time for Lunch Therapy. It's a freeform third Tuesday, Barefoot Tuesday, or Commando Tuesday, whatever y'all want to call it. This is hilarious. This is great how we had Blas is the bomb said by two people in a row. Guignel and Kamala. Yeah, you all are in sync. Todd Lee says Pacific Northwest is known for our mushroom agriculture. Yeah, because all the moisture, I suppose. We're going to be going up there to the Thing Festival. Going to be listening to the modern biology. I hope the Bat's coming this time, because he obviously needs a vacation. I mean, it sounds like he doesn't even remember where his accent is from. I don't even think he knows now. I mean, for a while there, I thought it was just sort of a mystery. But oh, there he is, Howard Ronan. Happy belated birthday to Howard. I saw the Bat wish you a happy birthday. And we're doing some cool stuff today in honor of Howie's birthday. And one of them is we're going to have this crazy picture here. I don't know what it is. What is it? Let's see. Oh, look at this lady down the corner. Oh my gosh, that's a little teaser there for you. And what is that? There's a lamb up in the corner. There's going to be some weird, like, psychedelic stuff happening today. So we better breathe. And let's breathe to the gentle, soothing videos from Chuck Goldsmith. Here we go. Oh yeah, Chuck Goldsmith videos coming at you. These are cars in Southern California. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. These are beaches in Southern California. Let it go. I hear Jay breathing in the green room with Boney. Boney has been breathing a lot lately, which is weird because he doesn't have any lungs, and I don't know exactly, but I guess he's got a lot of capacity for air, right? And he proves it all the time. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Let it go. Chuck had this, okay, so there's this cool lowrider car that he had here. And I mean, we want to get a good look at that, but also some awesome pictures. Oh, what is that? That's a puzzle. That's another thing that is it's a preview of the show today. I don't know where Chuck's cars went, but Chuck's cars are somewhere. I don't know. Let's take one more deep breath. In through the nose, out through the toes. Hold it. Checking in with the chat room. Let it go. Happy birthday, Howard Aronin. Birthday greetings from everyone. We all have to send Joel's ear some powerful juju. Yeah, my ear. Update on my ear. Could be perforated. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Oh, shock. Gasps. Gasps from the green room. I don't know. They can't even see to the eardrum yet because there's so much. There's like a big, I don't know. This is gross. But there's like a big blood pustule in the way. Todd says you paid way too much for that mic, or maybe you're not using it. Oh, is it not working? I don't know. Yeah, you're probably right. Is it, anyway, tell me if we're having sound problems because it's happened before on the show. I think maybe once or twice.
No.
No. Yeah, I love Chuck's backgrounds. All right, let's get into this. Speaking of love, I have this incredible, the very last motorcycle Thailand video from Jeff Lowman is coming at you. Yeah, listen to the audience. The audience is going crazy. Yeah. Kamala says she thinks I sound fine. I think maybe Todd has a perforated eardrum too. Maybe, I don't know. But Kamala says she's very hard of hearing. Reminds me of the great days of AM radio. What? I do have a fan on. I don't know whether you can hear the fan, but I got to keep this monster cool while we do all these incredible effects and incredible guest spots from the Bat and roving reporters. Here we go. Roving reporter from Jeff Lowman. Here he comes. And by the way, Blas, Jay, get ready to pop on the screen at any minute because I don't know how. Boney's like tripping out over there. I think he maybe did some of the mushrooms. I don't know. But here we go. Roving reporter. Last one. What? We'll have more from Jeff. Don't worry. Don't worry, Pam. Selective hearing. The monster. All right.
Hey, Super Jeff.
Yeah. I'm coming on. Here I am. Whee!
Episode 11. Out of the mountains and into the fire.
Ooh, map. Everyone loves maps. I love maps.
Here's a wider overview of the traveling so far. I think it's been about 10 days or so. So I went in a clockwise way from home to Phong to Mae Salong, Mae Side, Golden Triangle, Payao, Nan, Eastern Nan, and then now I'm in Pra. That's how you say it. and maybe 2 more days from home. We'll see how it goes.
Hoi pro.
Looking at the odometer, I'm at about 1,048 kilometers, which is, I don't know, in American, that's 630 miles maybe.
Jeff, is this how you talk to your students? Come on now.
Miles to go until I get
Let's
back
get to the motorcycle.
And I've been on the bike longer than 19 hours for sure, because Google Maps is very deceptive, because it gives you the best case scenario for your trip if you're going the speed limit. But because I've been in the mountains for so many days, I'm not going 90 kilometers per hour.
Not at all. Not 90.
Not even close. Oh, Jay's on the screen. There she is. See, I tell you, you're just going to be popping in and out of here according to whatever Boney wants to do. Whatever he wants to do, he's in charge. Oh, this looks cool. Now we're going to see something.
When I got out of the mountains, I had to deal with the heat from down below in the river valley. So again, it was about 109 hotter in my spacesuit.
Whoa.
Again, that was the hardest thing about riding today.
Whew.
Hello, lunch therapy people.
Hi.
I'm making my way back home in a wayward way. Behind me is the Nan River, which will join up with the Ping River in Nakhon Sawan, and then eventually flow down into Bangkok. Rainy season, so we've got a high river, and it's a great place for a bathroom break.
Now we're going to watch him go to the bathroom. Let's see what people say here. Lowman must not subscribe to the idea. Shortest distance between 2 points.
Hello, hummingbirds in prey right now, coming up on that. I missed the opportunity to travel in the morning, so I'm just kind of hanging out here with the guys. And over here we got some coconut. Put that I. How put that I. Put sweaty cup.
This is cool.
Cup.
ที่นี่เผาหนึ่งนะครับ
Okay.
โอเคพูดบายบ๊ายบาย
Bye bye.
Wow, I love that. All right, that has been super, Jeff. I mean, that has been like a really great thing that Jeff has done for us. Like, through the summer, he's taken us on a journey through Thailand. All of us were just here watching him, but I feel like I went along with him. You know, I just want to say, if anybody, JustJ, you do a lot of roving reporting for the show, and I want to thank you for that. Other people out there, like Todd Lee, has been doing roving reporting. Anything that you can bring home to the what's this show called again?
Lunch therapy.
Lunch therapy. That's it.
Joel Marshall's lunch.
Joel Marshall's lunch therapy. Anything you can bring to the Joel Marshall's lunch therapy, please bring it on by. All right, so let's get into this with Jay. Jay's been gracious enough to be on the screen as an audience member. Thank you, Jeff Lowman. Bring us more journeys from Thailand. We will be seeing more from Jeff if he doesn't get mad that I was making fun of him in the beginning. Here we go. Roving reporter. Yay! Whee! All right. Okay, here we are. JustJ is here. I should probably be just Joel today too. I'll be just Joel.
You could be.
Okay, so just Joel.
Yeah.
Well, how do you get that moniker? Just
you know
Jay.
What?
Yeah.
Because people always go, Jay, what is that short for Jane? I go, no, it's just Jay.
Really?
Well, how do you spell
Love
it? And I say just Jay. So that's where it came from. For 50, how old am I? For 69 years, I've been having to say just Jay. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm old. Yeah, that's where it came from.
Well, that's good to know. I mean, people used to ask me that too. They'd be like, Joel, what is that short for? Is it short for Jolseph? And I'd be like, no, it's not short for anything. Why does your name have to be short for something?
Well,
right?
What about Jolcub?
Jolt what?
Jolcub. Jolcub, like Jacob, but Jolcub. Is that short?
I thought you had something stuck in your throat, Bloss. That's what I thought.
Yeah, he sounds
That's what it sounded like. I was getting worried. I was like, are we going to have to bring like a medic in here? I'm going to bring you on the screen, Bloss, just for a second, okay? You ready?
Oh,
do you have a shirt on? Do you have a shirt on?
I'm not dressed.
All right, I'm bringing you on anyway, just to see what you're up to, just to see your beautiful face.
We gotta see him. We gotta see him. He's so handsome.
So Bloss is here. Oh, I like. There he is.
Oh,
I love that. Is that you?
Oh,
yes, that's me.
Really?
That's me right there.
And there's you now, before and after.
Yeah. That was I was in middle school. I was 13.
Oh, that's cute. That's cool.
No,
Yes.
you were.
We're small people.
5.
I love that.
We're small people.
Baby Bloss. That's Bloss's moniker. Baby Bloss.
Baby Bloss.
Not just Baby Bloss. He was so darn cute.
He really is.
You know, Pam Palmieri says, please bring roving reporter from Thing. We're definitely going to do that. We'll make sure we meet the mushroom guy when we're up there in Seattle. I love that. Bloss, I love this picture of you. I'm going to keep it in my wallet.
It kind of makes me cry.
It does. It's sad what happened to him.
Is that why she's going to cry? Because of the evolution of what I was?
It's so sad. It makes me so sad.
Damn it, JustJ.
That's too funny. I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. I finally green screened you. There we go. That helps a little bit.
I was
when I was
doing
Michael Jackson when he was with the Jackson 5.
Jackson 5 moves. All right. Oh, there's some long forms of Joel. Joel Cub, Joel Man, Jolio, Joliam, Jolador. Jolador.
I love Joelman. I love Joelman.
Joelman. You know, when I was in school, they called me Jole. I don't know why. Jole.
And you know what they say to me in Spanish?
What?
In Spanish, my name is Hey. And in India, they called me J-Man, which I love.
Really?
J-Man.
J-Man.
Yeah. J-Man.
I like to be called Chief. Chief.
When I first heard JustJ meeting, when I saw it on the hummingbirds, I go, this dude's going to be funny. I have a feeling I'm going to like this guy.
I know. Everybody thinks I'm a guy. Usually, if I'm in the doctor's office, they come out, they go, J. Patterson, and I get up and start walking to them, and they go, J. Patterson. I'm like, I'm her. I'm it.
No, not
I'm them.
Your brother.
Your brother, yeah. All right, I'm going to let you go, Bloss. And Jay's going to tell us a crazy story. So Bloss is there. You can chime in at any time. I also have your little picture thing. You can put pictures of yourself on the screen if you wish. So, Jay, first of all, I want to tell you something. I really appreciate you on this show. Really appreciate what you've contributed. And it's you. And also, I appreciate following your journey as a comedian. And it's been really fun. Do you have a show coming up tomorrow, right?
Big. This one is almost making me sick to my stomach. I'm so excited, but I'm so nervous because it's like I was asked to come and host, and I'm with 4 other male comedians at a club. I'm not sure if I'm getting paid. How do you know if you're getting paid or not? How come we don't ever talk about money?
When the money hits your hand, that's when you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's when you know you're getting paid.
But you know what I told, but you know what I told myself to quit being scared? I go, Jay, you've been shot at. You've had knives held to your throat. You've almost died on drugs. And I thought, you've lived through that. You can live through this comedy stuff, right?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I'm not scared anymore. Yeah. I'm not kidding.
Don't ask, don't tell. Jay, you're going to do great. So are you learning you're learning how to host as well?
Yes, I am going to be. Yeah, I'm a host and it's at a place that serves barbecue wings, and it's called Harley's Hideaway. And so I got to walk down steps, which I fell the last time I went. So I got to be very careful because I'm still healing from last year, right?
Still healing from the arm thing?
Yes, and
Wow.
I just a quick story. So that was kind of to earn money. I'm always looking for odd jobs. Well, of course, all my money from that fall went to deductibles. I just got done house sitting again, and guess what?
What?
I backed into a car across the street. So
Oh
now my money
no.
from this job goes to the deductible for me hitting the car across the street.
I have
I gotta
done
find
that
a new
too.
job.
I have done that too. Backing up, man. That is the way to get yourself in trouble. Never back
Well,
up.
even with the beep, and even with the beep, I've got the mirror, I've got the beep, the whole thing. That's what my husband is like. What? Why? I go, I don't know. I
Wow.
don't know.
Okay, so I hear you had something to read for us.
I do. This is very zen for our group because it fits a lot of us. Okay.
Right.
Somebody has asked a priest why he does so much. I'm so scared of the unknown. I just jump in and try to do everything and know everything. And at some point, I hope I'll calm down.
At some point. Or maybe not. Maybe I won't. Who knows? It's very zen.
I don't know. I thought that was kind of deep.
I like it. Todd Lee says, how do you sign the notes for cars you hit? Sorry, call me JustJ. Look it up. I left a note. I don't know. What? Ossifer? That's great. So Kamala says, never back up, never back down. You can't learn without falling. Finally figured it out. I don't know a lot. Finally figured that out. All right, JustJ.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Thanks, Boney, for that intro. Yeah, I didn't really expect it, but it's cool. Comedians doing puzzles. Yeah, I guess it's very apropos. All right, so I'm gonna bring Bloss on here. If he's up for it.
We got to talk about this puzzle.
We got to talk about this because this is something that is very concerning to me. You were doing this puzzle. A lot of us were disturbed by this. The puzzle has all kinds of different shaped pieces, and you're building it on a table, and you can't move the table until the puzzle's done. So we wanted to really.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Oh well, I've got an update.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's not that there's different shapes. They're all the same shape. They're just different colors. So just look, they all have heads and arms. And so finally, because remember, I'm trying to do my studio, right?
Yeah.
So I finally had Danny and we moved the table out into the living room. So now it's taking up space in there. But unfortunately, that's my cutting table for fabric. And so now I'm suffering cutting on a lower table because this fucking puzzle, this puzzle.
Oh my God, what did you say?
It is. I'm sorry.
On lunch therapy, you brought your foul mouth to lunch therapy? I cannot believe it.
I love
this puzzle deserves it, you guys. This puzzle, I have never done one so hard in my whole life. And I've got a couple of chunks from this photo. I just have a couple of chunks done. I don't know what to do.
Can you help her out with this? Because I know you have a lot of philosophy about puzzles, and I think that she needs a little bit of like coaching on this, perhaps.
Yeah. Well, let's do this. Let's take a peek at what she's let's do this, all right?
Yeah.
Let's take a peek at it.
Okay.
Right here. This is the last picture that we have. Remember that?
This is the last picture we have. It's not anywhere near finished, I might add.
But see the border? She did the border. That's perfect, right? That's important. Now, last time you were trying to fit pieces that didn't fit. You were pushing stuff in that wasn't right. You're not doing that anymore, right?
No, I'm not. No more.
Okay. No more. See all the little images you have? Like the red sun in the corner? And then you have certain pictures that are put together. You got to continue putting puzzle pieces that are similar to the shade of color. Yeah. But do it on the inside of the border, not on the outside. See, you have some on the outside?
Oh, yes, I do.
Do it on the inside so you can move those pieces around.
What the hell is it supposed to look like? Plus, can you tell me, do you have a picture of it, what it's supposed to look like? Because
it's right there. It's look above my picture.
But I think there's another image of the box. If we could get that on the screen, I don't know.
But Bloss, Bloss, can I tell you something about this?
Yeah.
I agree with everything you say. But so you see the sun. Well, then on the other side, there's stuff that has red and that same color. So you don't know if it goes to the sun or if it goes on the right or if it goes in that bush or that piece of green or in that lamb. I can't even find the head to that lamb yet.
So that's what's throwing you off.
The head to the lamb. I just want to finish one. I just want to finish something that looks like a lamb. So I keep shoving white shit in that.
Okay, wait a minute. So first of all, you're saying that the colors are very similar, so you're getting kind of lost because they're too close to each other, right? You got to put all those colors together, because if they're sitting next to each other, then you'll see the differences in the
organization. I want to say something, Jay. We are really behind you in the making of this puzzle. And we want to see you complete this thing. I mean, the support has been outpouring ever since I showed that on the show. I mean, the outpouring love and support for you finishing that puzzle is just, it's earth shattering. It's unbelievable. The
emails.
The emails.
Really?
People have been asking me, is she done with the puzzle? Is she done with the puzzle? People call me, text me.
You got to do it.
Yeah,
you got to do it.
Yeah, I will, and I have to tell you that because I'm a puzzle person that will spend hours on one.
Yeah.
My friends used to get mad at me because my boobs would knock off pieces and stuff like that.
Holy shit!
I can only work on this. Yeah, I can only work on this like 15 minutes because it's so hard, and then I get depressed. Yeah, it's kind of painful, but I will stay with it.
Yeah.
Pam Palmieri says, JustJ, get thick fabric, lay it down, and then put the puzzle on it. You can roll it up to move it out of the way.
Well, that's how you.
You can't roll it up, can you?
Has she heard JustJ stories? That would not be good.
Find the lamb head. Do you know where the lamb head is? Did you find that? By the way, why this picture? This picture, I mean, I don't know. It's not, I don't know who painted this thing, but it's definitely not my cup of tea, I'll tell you. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know who are those people in the foreground. What's the story there? Are they getting married or something? Why is there a goat and why is the sun sitting on the hill like a big ball? Is that like the last day on the
hill? Listen, it's not sitting on the hill. It's sunset. It's setting, and the hill happens to be the highest point on the west. So it's a 3D. It's supposed to be 3D looking.
It's a Chagall ripoff.
And it's reflecting. It's reflecting in her hair. See, Joel.
I can't look at that thing anymore. Get that thing off my screen.
Okay, wait a minute.
But I want to see that puzzle done, and I want to see it done quickly. Because I got to use that table, man.
As quick as you can get those 15-minute increments together.
Okay.
Thank you for the support. I can, and I do need to be on my.
All right.
I do.
We got to get to the.
You could do it.
We got to get to the goal here today. The goal here today is for you to tell us a bear story, so we can get on with the show, and we cannot be released from that until you tell the bear story. So, let me see. Love is a goat eating everything and anything. That's Jason Edelman's assessment of what that painting means.
Thank you, Jason. Yes.
We can do this.
And I don't know. I think the mother and daughter look kind of creepy.
I'm creeped out. I'm going to have nightmares about that puzzle until this thing is
the
done.
Mother and daughter on the puzzle?
There's no mother and daughter.
Don't you see those?
Wait, no.
That's a mother and daughter? The lady and the little.
No, they're like a couple. They're like making out.
No, okay, time out. Listen. That's a married couple. Listen, that's a married couple. And the reason why her hair looks yellow from the sun, it's not her hair, it's her veil. Her hair is dark underneath the veil. Look at the picture.
Copy from the internet.
Look at the picture.
Did the puzzle come with a manual? Is there something? That's not a mother and her daughter. There's little flowers, and the woman has a veil on it.
And she has a bouquet in her hand, and he's looking at the bouquet. She's looking at him.
Maybe this is your problem. You don't understand the painting. How can you make the puzzle if you don't understand the meaning of the painting?
Okay, here we go. You ready for this?
gosh.
Do you see the city in the background?
The city,
No,
yeah, in the
I thought
mountain.
it looked
Under
like
the goat. Under the goat. Under the goat.
under the goat. No, I
This
have
is
not seen that.
this is what they
That's their
call
village. They
paint
elope.
salad.
I was going to say, I think it's got a
You've heard
phallic
of word salad? This is paint salad. Just
paint
mush a
salad.
bunch of paint on there and just paint. Maybe it's probably improv painting. I'll put a person over here and then her mother on her wedding day and then a goat. I like goats. All right, let's get on with the show. Plus,
Okay. Oh my gosh.
I'll
have a whole different outlook. Thank you so much.
Certainly.
Yeah.
Inspiration
You know,
is free here.
I'm just going to leave and go work. I'm just going to leave and go work on it right now. No, after my bear story.
After your bear story.
after lunch.
All right, let's get into the bear story. All right, here we go.
Yeah, come on. Give it to us.
All right, so there's a bear.
There's
Everybody
a
likes
bear.
bears, right? And let's see if we can get Jay on the screen. Here she is. Here's me.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to give you the floor here as you start talking. It's just going to be you. And
I think you should give me the water. Give me the water.
do you need water? Need some water? Okay.
No. You said give me the floor. I said give me the water. Never mind.
All right, here you go. You're on the water.
Okay.
Let's hear this story.
I'm on the water. Okay, so 2002, I'm living in La Vita, Colorado. We are in a severe drought.
Yeah.
Severe. Even at our house, we had spring-fed water.
Mm-hmm.
We had to put non-potable water in our cistern because all the springs ran dry. What this caused was all the bears to come down from the mountains because they were starving. Because all the acorns were dead. There was no choke cherries. There was nothing. So they're coming down. We had 20 bears in our town. They're breaking into houses. They're eating the trash. So one night at my house, I heard my German Shepherd just barking. So I went outside and I thought, wait a minute. How can he be barking and eating his food? Because all it was just crunch, 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 crunch. And I went, bear! And he busted out our privacy fence and ran right out in front of me.
Wow.
Seriously.
So
it's the truth.
No, I don't believe. First of all, I don't believe it. I don't know. Second of all, I don't know. Some of the things that you were saying don't make sense to me, like potable water. I don't know what that is.
Oh, you don't know. Oh,
there was some other reference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You've never been. You haven't lived. The life I have lived, Joel.
Oh my God.
That's the thing. Was like this was desperate times, and so potable versus non-potable beans. They put non-potable water like it would make you really sick.
Yeah.
And so you couldn't drink it. We couldn't take showers. For months. You had to use handy wipey things. Yeah. It was awful. And then all the little bears, were so skinny, and then they went back up to the mountains and they died in their dens over the winter because they were so hungry from the drought and no water. And they were drinking icky water. And then dark turn. I'm sorry, I should have said
this story is sadder than that picture that we were looking at. It's like it makes me so sad inside. First the picture and then the story. I don't know if this is therapy. Is this therapy? This qualify?
This might not be. This might not be.
Sometimes you got to go through it, not around it, right?
You do. Well, you do. We're just going through the dark. We have to go through the light to the dark and come back out to the light. Because then the bears, in 2 years, they all resurfaced. And then remember, we bought an RV park. Well, guess what bears like at RV parks? I'm trying not to read that.
Yeah.
So guess what bears like at RV parks?
Yeah. What? Dogs?
People. They like the people. They like their food. They like to get in the dumpster. So like one night, Denny went out. He got up and he went, oh my gosh, I forgot to shut the dumpster. And he goes out there to shut it, and a bear jumps out on him. Yeah.
And did he die?
No, he didn't. He got out of his way, and the bear went running off.
Thank God.
And also, here's me. You're lucky that you see me, that I'm alive,
Really?
Because one night I was cleaning the clubhouse and I was trapped in there by a bear. I couldn't come out because he was out there waiting for me. Yeah.
You have a lot of bear stories.
Oh, I got bear stories.
We got a question from the audience. We got a question from Pam Palmieri. She says, I mean, this is a trippy show. She said, what did your dog drink?
They had to drink dogs drink non-potable water. They were okay.
Wow. I've heard somebody say potable water.
Oh, potable.
Have you heard that before?
Well, no, I have not.
That makes it even weirder sounding.
The bears, yeah. No, non-potable water is...
Bloss has a question. What?
Potable and potable? Does that mean like
potable,
like potty water? Like potty water? Yeah. Like from the outhouse out there, or the portable potable water?
To be honest, I don't know where they got it, because all of our ponds, where did they get? Maybe it was from, I don't know. I went into a panic, because just think, if you're living your life with no water, potable or not,
it's terrible.
Plus, I wanted to get, you know what I did one night? I woke up and I said, Denny, we got to rent a U-Haul and go up to the Walmart in Denver and fill it with water. Because I panicked.
Yeah.
I do that.
I mean, water is precious for sure. Someday we might not have water. All right, kids, I got to move on to the next thing.
Okay.
Please.
Thank you so much. This is like a weird, like abrupt ending. I don't know what.
I know. This was a weird beginning and ending.
We love Jay.
That is a crazy story.
That looks like my puzzle. That looks like my puzzle.
What? Oh, that is the sun, my dear. That is the sun.
That's the sun on my puzzle.
That's like Icarus's view.
Yeah. This is the thing this puts it all in perspective, really. When you worry about the puzzle, you then you think about things like the planets and the galaxies and space and things like that. And that's when you're, I want to hear what you all have to say about this. This is something that, we're moving along with the show, and I've got some breaking news. Let's see. Let's just see what we can find out here. Hold on. I'm going to keep you on, Jay, for now.
Okay.
Until you do something wrong, and then I'm going to have to let you go.
Since the snow started
this is my favorite thing.
At about 6:15 to 6:30, it has not let up at all. It's coming down pretty steadily here in Springfield. You can see that the visibility has been reduced. I've seen countless spin outs and
okay, so I don't know. That was okay. I'm gonna get us all back on the screen here. Just 1 second. I thought. So that's my favorite news clip. I love news clips like that. I don't know why I have to keep brawling with Bloss's green screen here, trying to get him, but nobody cares about the technical stuff, right?
Do I need more light, you think?
No, I don't know. Who knows? But
what happened to my shirt? I'm kind of looking disheveled. Speaking of Jay's disheveled.
Oh, tell us about your
Holy Moses, she's moving those things around, dude.
I don't know. Look out.
Okay, I have a
bowling for what do they call it, for puzzle pieces?
Yeah, she's gonna knock something over.
You're gonna knock something over for sure.
She's not.
I've got it's actually, I call it a pidcast because I kept spelling it wrong. So it's it's what is the name of it? Jay's Disheveled Jay Bird's Pidcast, and I've had over 80 of them. And it's
80 of them.
It's all over the internet. Yeah.
So every day you do this. Every day you do like a check-in, a comedy check-in.
Yeah. I do, cool. And I don't have any makeup on. It's all real. It's real. My crepe is showing. The wrinkles are showing. It's who I am.
Yeah.
Girls are out.
Pam Palmieri says, it was something I thought about far too much when I was a child. Where does the universe end? Yeah, you can't think about that because your mind cannot comprehend that. Nobody's can. Not even, I don't know.
No.
Carl Sagan.
It's too existential. I love that word.
I got a remote shot once in the background with my finger up to my knuckle in my nose. See, I don't know, when I see a comment like that, I'm like, I obviously don't understand what's going on.
Well, the problem is we've got to see that. I mean, you can't tell us about it.
We got to get some footage of that.
We got to see how far and which knuckle you're talking about.
Oh.
Right?
Okay, let's get to the breaking news. Do you know about this thing, Artemis? Anybody know what it is?
That was Jim West on Wild Wild West's partner.
Artemis,
Gordon.
Well, that's a good question, actually, what Artemis is. Maybe somebody can look that up, because I think it's a female Greek god, perhaps. Maybe somebody can.
Really?
Yeah, that's the name of this space program. You know how they had Apollo, and now they have Artemis. And this is something that we got to really think about, because, you know, all the problems and things that people talk about that are going on in the world, and, you know, with the budgeting and all that stuff. We happen to be sending a huge rocket to the moon. Did you know this? Like this month. So this month, so I'm going to educate all of us on this thing right now. Let's take a look at this.
Artemis 1 moon mission, a moon-observing small satellite hitching a ride on Artemis 1, and some other tiny satellites that could help us better prepare for space weather. A few of the stories to tell you about this week at NASA.
This is going to give us a little synopsis.
We are targeting Thursday, August 18th for the rollout of the Space Launch System, or SLS, rocket and Orion spacecraft to Launch Pad 39B at our Kennedy Space Center. We will provide a live stream of the move on the NASA Kennedy YouTube channel. The SLS and Orion are targeted for a no earlier than Monday, August 29th liftoff on the uncrewed Artemis 1 test flight around the moon and back. The test flight is the first in a series of increasingly complex missions to help us establish a long-term presence on the moon in preparation for sending astronauts on to Mars. NASA's lunar ice cube,
then they're going to talk about this thing, but that's not important.
Whoa.
But yeah.
So listen, Artemis.
Yeah.
Artemis is the goddess of the hunt.
Oh, you're going to tell me? Okay, good. Thank you.
Right. Wild animals, nature, vegetation, childbirth.
Oh.
Artemis, the goddess of the hunt.
Okay.
You want to hear my childbirth story?
I thought Diana was the goddess of the hunt. Is it the same? I wonder.
Wow.
I had never met her before. I don't know.
You were going to tell a childbirth story? No, not today. Not after that bear
not
story.
Today, but whenever you
we do want it.
Yeah.
We want it eventually.
We do. Oh, we definitely want that. But it's going to be a day where we pack in a lot of really fun stuff, and then we're going to have the childbirth story. Right now.
Okay, Joel.
It won't make you cry. Okay.
You are right. Diana is the same as Artemis, the Roman. Diana was Roman. Artemis
was Roman.
Greek.
Artemis
was Greek.
Oh.
So these people are talking about this. Okay, they got this giant rocket. You went to SpaceX, right?
Yes.
You know those giant rockets that you saw?
Yes.
So NASA is going to launch this giant rocket. I mean, basically a rocket is like a bomb. Somebody said this on one of these videos. It's like a bomb with an opening at the end. So it just explodes. It's just full of fuel. The rocket is just full of fuel. It explodes and throws these people up into space. And then they do these things that are like so incredibly risky. I can't even believe it. But anyway, this is going to happen at the end of the month, and we're going to track this, and we're going to see if they actually do this. But they're going to slingshot this baby around the moon.
Wow.
Why?
The burst right there.
Yeah, so you can see, like, this is the thing. This is them coming back into the atmosphere. There are not going to be any people in it, but, you know, the goal is to put people into it eventually. And we haven't been back to the moon since, like, anybody know? Anybody?
Since the last time we shot it like a movie and it made it look like we were on the moon.
Oh, you mean the last time we pretended we went to the moon?
Yeah.
Are you one of those people?
Are you one of those people that doesn't believe we went to the moon? You remember that, right? Like De Niro and Hoffman.
Oh, yeah.
Pretended that we went to the moon. You know.
That's right. What was that?
I was surprised that we haven't already gone around the moon. I'm shocked.
Well, okay. So anybody know when the last time we went to the moon was? Anybody?
Like 1970.
Like 1969.
Really?
Wasn't that the first time we went to the moon?
Well, that was the first time. Yeah. I don't really know. Somebody's got to Google that too. But it's been a long time since we went to the moon. And now we're sending this thing. Why? Why do you think we're doing it? Because we want to go to Mars, apparently.
Yeah. And I think NASA's trying to do something since Bezos and Virgin Records went into space. They're trying to get a little bit ahead of them, I think.
You think that they're like battling with rich guys?
These guys are dropping tons of money just to go in the air. They're just in space. They're not really even doing anything up there.
Todd says Bezos wants to launch his pocket rocket. I think it has a little bit to do with that. Guinel says we're going to hunt down the Martians, kill them, and take their land. Right. Like, exactly.
Yeah. I agree.
I think the problem is that we're going to go to there. They're going to see us. Then they're going to come back and take our planet and take over us. That's the problem. We're going to lead them back here.
Oh.
It's like,
I think they probably know the way.
Chased by a mugger, and then you run home. Don't run home. Now he knows where you live.
Yeah.
That might happen to us.
That could. Now I'm scared. I'm really scared. The apocalypse.
Well, we got to watch these things because it's crazy.
Did she say it's a popsicle?
She said it's a popsicle. I don't know why she said that. She's been saying some weird things today. But, it's comedy. She's a comedian.
I'm a comedian.
They say funny, like weird stuff. Oh, I finally got something from Pam Palmieri here in the chat room.
Yeah.
Apollo 17, December 7th through the 19th, 1972 was the final mission of NASA's Apollo program. The most recent time humans have set foot, supposedly, on the moon or traveled beyond low Earth orbit. So,
thanks, Pam.
Thanks, Pam. So this thing actually
the most important element in mind, the astronauts. This is their deep space, human-rated spacecraft called Orion, built in 3 parts. The crew module, where up to 4 astronauts will live and work throughout the flight. The service module, with life support systems for the crew and its own engine and fuel reserves. And a launch abort system, with engines capable of pulling the crew module to safety during launch should anything go wrong. To accomplish the task of launching our crew and heavy payloads, NASA is building the Space Launch System, comprising of a cargo hold, an exploration upper stage, a massive core stage, and 2 extended solid rocket boosters. Altogether, this is the world's most powerful rocket, and it exceeds the legendary Saturn V of the Apollo era in numerous ways. Sitting on the launch pad, the entire rocket, fully fueled, weighs just over 6 million pounds, 5.2 million of which is just the fuel. Once ignited, there is no stopping what comes next. All 4 RS-25 engines and the 2 solid rocket boosters come to life, thundering our crew upwards. 2 minutes after ignition, the solid rocket boosters are spent and released. 8 minutes after launch, the core stage is depleted and separated. The upper stage fires briefly, placing Orion into a parking orbit around the Earth. Here, the crew reconfigure the spacecraft and check systems to confirm everything is ready for deep space travel. With a go from mission control, the crew reignite the exploration upper stage engines to leave Earth entirely. The exact timing of this maneuver is critical to reach a speed that can escape Earth's gravitational pull, but also put Orion on a course that will intersect the moon days later. Once this burn is complete, the upper stage of the SLS is jettisoned and the crew aboard Orion coast for several days toward all that awaits them at the moon. Approaching the moon, we see the fundamental differences between Artemis and Apollo. Instead of requiring Orion to serve as an expendable lunar command module or to carry a constrained lunar lander, the Artemis missions will take advantage of a different approach, pre-staging. Everything needed for lunar missions will be positioned in advance by commercial and international partners. This includes rovers, science experiments, and human-rated systems on the surface. But it also includes a dedicated lunar station in orbit around the moon called Gateway. Here at this station, we can pre-stage a robust lunar lander and establish a strong communications relay. Designed with open standards, the Gateway can be expanded as new missions and partnerships develop, allowing multiple human missions on the moon at the same time and enabling ongoing science to be conducted even between human missions. The Gateway is also capable of adjusting its orbit to allow access to every part of the moon.
It just gets crazy from there. What, are we mad? Does this seem impossible? What are we doing? What's going on here?
What?
Is it a money thing?
Can I raise my hand?
Yes.
Okay, I think it's that there's a certain population of our planet that they want to have a place to go when we are all going to die.
Is that what they're doing? They're planning. They're planning for
and
our future demise.
And I want to know if they're using potable or non-potable water.
Yeah, that's the question. Are they? Floss, I think you're muted. Yeah, way to bring it back around too. Back around to the bear story. I appreciate that.
That's a callback in comedy. That's called a callback.
Good job. Good job. Anyway, I'm just amazed. I'm amazed that they can. First, I have several different thoughts. One is this is fascinating. It's incredible that they can do it. I can't even believe that they're actually going to make this happen. I'm worried for them as usual when I see these things. Like we saw the Mars landing of the rover on Mars. We also saw, this was just since lunch therapy has started. We also saw them put that crazy Webb telescope 1 million miles into space and then start taking pictures. And now we're going to see this. And it's weird because I don't think most people know that this is even happening at the end of the month. We're going to send this crazy rocket around, this capsule around the moon. And then eventually we're going to send some people up there. It's just all happening too fast. As Jason Edelman says, progress. And the question is it progress? Is it really progress?
Is it? Is it?
No.
I don't know. Yeah. And, Howard says, I got a hankering to listen to the Dark Side of the Moon. Yeah. We're going to listen to some Pink Floyd now because, that's the kind of show this is today. We're going to have to get into the dance break. Thanks everybody for being here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's from last Friday. We had Fernando.
I love that guy.
That's cool. Yes. Isn't he great?
It's the other moon.
I love him. That was Dark Side of the Moon from last week. All right, let's go into the dance break. Dance them if you got them. This has been Lunch Therapy, Barefoot Tuesday, or Commando Tuesday, whatever you want to call it.
Or JustJ Tuesday.
JustJ Tuesday. Thanks for being on the show, JustJ. Appreciate it.
Me. I love you guys.
And thanks to the bat. Don't forget the bat. Thank you for
I love the bat so much.
Yeah.
Good story. Good bear story. I mean, really
nice bear
content story. And context and the way it wrapped around and made so much sense.
I liked how when you were telling it, I was too worried about the technical stuff, so I didn't even understand what you were saying, which is one of the things that I do on the show.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Great. Sometimes somebody will tell me some tragic thing, and I'll be like, that's hilarious, as I'm looking down.
And I'm going, Joel, not funny. That was not funny. Not funny, Joel. Not
Oh
terrible.
My God.
I should have outtakes of that someday on the show. Outtakes of me saying inappropriate things because I'm trying to figure out the technical thing.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
This was from one of our sponsors, apparently. They are selling a bunk bed. So if anybody's interested in a bunk bed,
okay.
Message Joel Marshall at
Lunch great. Therapy. Yeah. Anybody.
and
thanks a lot. Thanks,
it's at $75 in good condition, he says, and he will deliver up to 5 miles.
Fantastic. So now we're like eBay. Now we're eBay. Is that it? All right, here we go.
We're getting 20% of the $75.
That's great.
Okay.
Income coming our way. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Dance break time. All right. Check this out. This is so awesome, by the way. I'm so privileged to have these people on the show. Oh, look, Bloss is here twice.
Look at these guys.
Thanks, Rebecca Henry, for being on the show, for joining us today. Yeah, this is the main squeeze. This is like a really good band, obviously. and the grand piano. I like how they make this in Holland too. Everybody else is just me. Did you see the chart? Guitar player's got an Angus Young guitar. Gibson. What a piece.
I love that voice.
Did they tell you the name of the game, boy? They call it Ride the Rain Train. Woo! Second, they're at the Palladium in Los Angeles. You can go to their website and see their schedule. It is the main squeeze. Oh, I gotta put it on. It's in the show notes. Mainsqueezemusic.com. That'd be fun to go, right? Woo! Jamming. I don't know why I'm upstaging it with a squirrel. Channel. everybody for joining us today. We'll see you on Friday.